Okay, so let's use the buyer psychology formula to help you also find your tagline. So we're going to be focusing on the things in the green. And let me get my pen. All right. So this is one layer of the buyer mindset journey. Okay, when they're looking to buy a product to solve their problem. Okay, so they first start with like, there is this problem that they have. And this is why we want to get to the root problem. Okay. And then there is a reason why they want to solve it. And so we're talking about the realm of like the specific root problem to the specific root reason, not talking about them wanting to go on, like, let's say, for example, the problem you have is that you do not have a way of sustainable sales because you live launch all the time. The reason you want to solve it is because you want to buy back your time. You want sustainable cash flow. So we're talking about in this realm. So in the, I think it's the offer or buyer document. I think it's the buyer or the marketing angle where I ask you to keep going layers deep into the desire. We want to just start with like in the realm of like literally what does your offer practically help them solve? Okay. So this is the problem they have. So they're like, okay, I have this problem. There is a reason why they want to solve it. And they have some sort of wrong mindset or beliefs in the way they solve it, whether it's the marketing jargon, whether it's personal beliefs, whether it's, things that they've just been researching that's like, this is how you solve that problem. And they're like, okay, so because of that, they end up taking the wrong steps to do it. So let's say we're staying in the realm of like, how do you create sustainable cash flow, right? Because you're like, oh, I don't want to live launch anymore. Maybe it's like you have this belief where you have to make more money and then hopefully that gets you over the hump. So then you're doing bigger live launches. You're trying to fill your launches. You're spending all this time trying to like amplify a launch when a launch is literally meant for a launch. It's not meant for sustainable cash flow. So these are all the wrong steps that you're taking. And then you have a belief about the journey of like, well, if this is what I've been experiencing, I'm not sure how I'm going to get to the other side because you've been trying all this and it's created like a lot of discouragement or disappointment because you've just not been able to see the results that you want. So you have to uncover this before you get to the new way because again, this is where someone's mind is going. And so now, because you've explained why, hey, you've been doing all these things and it's resulted in this, let me actually show you this because they're more open to receive that. And then at this point, though, you still have to break down the belief that they have around the new way. And we do that with your signature framework. And then by the time they get to your offer, breaking down beliefs against your offer. And so this is where you will be solving high level questions and things that people have, not necessarily objections. So when it comes to finding your tagline, we want to focus on the first four steps of the journey. So what is the problem they have? Do this so you can do this, right? Without taking these wrong steps. So this is where you find your without statement. This is where you find that desire in regards to the specific transformation that you solve. And this is where you find that root problem. So ways that you can do this is other options that we talked about inside of this document, right? Going through your offer document, going through your buyer document, going through the marketing angle, going through how to validate your tagline. And worst case, if you don't have the problems, if you don't know the reasons why they want to solve it, if you don't know the mindsets or beliefs they have or the wrong steps they're taking, this is why you have to do market research. So we think that these answers fall out of the sky when literally how I also find these answers, and I literally just ask you. I'm like, wait, so what were you thinking when like you were trying to like get to the solution? They're like, oh my gosh, well, such and such said da 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 da. And you just have those conversations. And so learning the skill set of actual market research is how you actually learn how to do and apply buyer psychology and find the information that has to go in here. So when it comes to your tagline, problem they want to solve, do this so you can do this without the things that they hate. Okay. So this is kind of like another perspective on how to find your tagline.